Okay, this is lesson 82, number 6, algebra 2, and the problem says I have to find x and y, and I got this isosceles right triangle, there's a hypotenuse. Who has an idea?
You just do the iron there.
Right?
Well, it'll just be x squared plus y squared equals 21 squared.
X equals y, doesn't it?
Pretty much.
So I could go x squared plus x squared equals 21 squared, right? Because
and then you just cross out the 2's. The 2's would go, and then you're left with x squared equals 21, right?
Well, we'll do it this way. There's another way to do it, but you can't just cross out the 2's, but you can
well, I thought
square the 21.
Yeah, that's what if you square one of the x's and square the other 21, then you would be with.
You can do that, and then you can go like this, and it's ugly. I don't know, this isn't, but you know what, I don't think we should do it this way, because it said find the exact value, didn't it? And if I put that in my calculator, I'm not going to get well, actually my calculator will give you an exact value. 441 divided by 2 is 441 halves, and if I take the square root, can you guys, you can't see it, if I take the square root of that, I get 21 root 2 over 2. That's not maybe the very best way to do it. Does anybody remember a special triangle that, and I even gave it a name because it was such a special triangle? Okay, this is a 45, 45, 90 triangle. How did I know that? Because if these two sides are equal, these two angles are equal. And if these two angles are equal and the thing has to add up to 180, well, that's 90, so these two have to add up to another 90, so these are 45. Now, you guys are kind of supposed to be aware that there's this triangle in Fred, but this triangle right here, have you seen that before? Or no? If this side and this side of the triangle are 1, that'll be root 2 by Pythagorean theorem. So basically, this hypotenuse is root 2 times whatever the side is. So we know that our hypotenuse equals root 2 times whatever the side is. So then we can just do it this way. This would be easier. Oh, I just wrote 12 and it was 21. Did you see that?
Do you have dyslexia?
I do have it a little bit.
I think everyone.
It comes and goes. I think everyone has it a little bit sometimes.
I have never dyslexia.
I speak it, like, speak sentences backwards. When I try to
Uh-huh.
I don't write backwards, I speak backwards.
So you have to rationalize this thing. So 21 times root 2 is 21 root 2. And root 2 times root 2 is 2. And that's the same answer that my calculator just gave me a second ago. So that's the way they kind of wanted you to do it. If you do it on your calculator and you don't have an awesome calculator like mine, you'd end up with something like this, and then you'd have to figure out what goes in there, and then you'd find out that, well, you'd find out it's this. So I would like you to do it this way, where you know that this hypotenuse is root 2 times the side, and do it this way. So anyway, this is the answer right here. Or that is...
Out of curiosity, so next time let's do a problem like this, and let's say it's 22, when the answer's just going to basically be like, it's going to be the same thing, right? So like if you know that the root 2 is always going to be there, can you just...
Yeah, if it's the same thing, it's a 45, 45, 90, and they ask you the sides, at whatever this is, you can go that times root 2 divided by 2.
And that's the answer?
Yes.
Okay.
Only when it's a 45, 45, 90 though.
What's y?
Y? Oh, y is the same as x
Oh.
because there's, it's isosceles. Like that. It had to be a, exact answer. Your book, oh man, your book actually did it this long way, the way we did it the first way, but then you have to figure out what perfect square goes into 441, and then that'll take you a while, right? Like what times what equals 441? 441 Wait, what's 21 times 21? Oh, that is 441. Yeah, it'd be 441 root 2 over 2. Or 21 root 2 over 2. The square root of 441, you guys, is 21. Okay, let's end that one.